That's right. It's WA Jedi. Apparently, they just straight up made a horror game, and I didn't know about it. I might have brought it up in the last WA Jedi stream I did, which was like... I have no fucking idea. A year ago? It's been a while. I figured this should make for a good October, you know? I don't know what this is about, but the game runs at 40 FPS, and I'm ready. It just goes directly into it. There is absolutely nothing to interact with right now. Oh. Scrolling screens. How advanced. I can't interact with that, apparently.
Ah, Miss Bateman. Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time.
The red text is an interesting choice. I'm gonna do this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do this thing. Turn up the volume just a little bit. There we go.
Terrible weather this evening.
Yeah.
Not. Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see.
How did I do that? Tabbing out isn't doing it again. Sorry, I just wanted to... Source engine has crashed.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
Man, I might need to turn this up a little bit more. It's still kind of quiet. We'll try 38%. I never turn games up that high.
You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside. You'll catch your death out here.
It's still quiet. Is there a setting I can... Okay, that's the most abrupt title screen I think I've ever seen. Ooh.
Dearest mother.
Oh, that's better. I'm assuming I need to click.
I hope this letter will reach you.
I have to click to advance the dialogue I didn't know.
I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
So, this feels almost exactly like the opening of Maid of Sker, which is weirding me out a little bit. It's a little strange. Is that a contorted human corpse or a rock?
I will endeavour to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night.
Probably a rock.
As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder. The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
What should I doing like a horror? I don't know if they made this or just like helped with it. No station master in sight.
No station master in sight.
Don't steal my lines.
I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Left click to walk or interact. Right click to examine. To access the inventory and menu, move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen. Left click on an inventory item to select it. Right click to examine it. Once an inventory item is selected, you can right click to deselect it. You can double click on an exit to teleport directly to it. The game will occasionally autosave. You can save any time in the menu. This game has autosave? Escape is for menu. F5 is quick save, which I don't care. F7 is quick load, which might be useful. M for map. Spacebar to show interactable. This is nice. I like that. Understood. So, what I was going to say is, I don't know if WA Jedi fully made this. In fact, I can probably look. Who the fuck made this? Why did I published it? It was developed by Cloak and Dagger Games. Okay. I was going to say, because this is interesting direction for them to take if they did actually, like, develop it. Because, you know, their games have, like, you know, demons and shit, but it's not straight up horror.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there,
If I take
Bewley.
the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
Bewley.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
This feels very Wajidai, but the menu is, like, foreign and bizarre. Handkerchief, letters. Dear Miss Bateman, I read this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows. If I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Bewley, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend. There's a rumor of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate the barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn. Bewley, I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. This is 2 letters? Marvelous news! I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening. Who the fuck is that? Sorry, she just, like, walked in. The evening of the 14th on this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. The inn has fine rooms which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey.
I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
Plough and Furrow.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Plough and Furrow.
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much. What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am. But I don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Wait, did it just, like, not let me select the other one? Alright, let's go. Or not. This way?
What brings you to Bewley?
Now, hold on a
Beg your
minute.
pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
Now, you be rude to me and tell me it's none of my business, and then you start inquiring? Let's lie.
Just a bit of sightseeing.
We don't get many of your type out here.
My type.
City folks. Curious young ladies. Not much to be seen in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
I was gonna say, that's a warning. Okay, bye.
That was odd.
She was there specifically to warn me to leave. Alright, that's cool. What's going on here? I'm slightly worried now. Bird? Bird. You just
The
go
old woman told me
knocking
to go
door to
straight
door.
ahead to get to the inn. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
I like the rain animation. What is it with pixel games and rain animations in me? I don't know. Look at the water.
Beating raw metal into a fine object is an admirable skill.
This is a nice little area. I only have control with the mouse, so it's point and click through and through. This looks like an
This
inn.
is closed.
Never mind. Is this the
Don't
inn?
wish to disturb the locals.
No, that's the inn. This.
The Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Room. I'm gonna turn the voice volume up.
There. What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodden weather?
Yeah, I should fuck with the, I don't... I'll do it next opportunity I get.
I'm the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that. It has the finest ales in the whole county. Oh, I'll take you there if you like.
I believe we are standing directly in front of it.
Oh, so we are.
God, he's smooth.
Please,
Yes.
give us a kiss now, won't you?
Oh, God. Ugh. No. No, thanks. No, you don't. No, we don't need to do that. What do you mean humor him? Slap him? How do I want to go about this? No, we don't need to immediately resort to physical assault.
Wouldn't your wife disapprove?
My wife? Bloody hell, my wife. My tea'll be on the table at this hour, and if I don't get back, she'll be roaring. Until we meet again.
I don't want to unlock a bad end just yet. I don't know how this game works. Buffoon. Well, the audio in this game is fantastic. You got like me a good audio.
Keeper about a room.
I'm not used to that in Watch It games. Okay, menu. I know there were. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I know that there is a menu for lowering this and upping this. Color blind friendly text. Click to advance dialogue. Oh, that's nice. I kind of like that. I'll leave it off, but it's nice to have the option. Just save. Oh, it enters save. That.
Good day, sir.
No, okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's note for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming.
Damn, okay. Just trying to be hospitable. What is this, Britain?
Hello, miss.
I guess that's just how it is.
What you want? Bugger off.
Yeah, it's Britain.
Hello, sir.
We are in the middle of a discussion here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Fuck off! It's the British greeting, right?
Excuse me, lass. Upstairs is for paying lodgers only.
My apologies.
I didn't even mean to click on that door. I meant to walk. I was trying to walk over to him. Yeah, you can't, like, click and drag to make her
Good
move.
afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
Leonard Shoulder.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you.
I'm noticing something very strange. When the cursor shows up... What the fuck? Bro, dude, I don't think my PC can handle this game. When I move the cursor, the game's FPS is all over the place. It seems to be locked at 40, but it'll sometimes jump up to 80 until I move the cursor. Oh, I see. When I hover the text box, it jumps up to 80 FPS. Or specifically the dialogue. Why?
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is
So
it?
fucking
I should need
weird.
at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that
Shilling?
payment up front for the 2 nights.
Do I have money?
I have 6 shillings and
Yes.
2 pence. My assistant Kenneth is bringing more funds tomorrow.
I don't know
like
what a
travelling
shilling
with too
is.
much money on me.
I know what a pence is. Why is one of these different?
I don't wish to take it. A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull. A decorative plate depicting an eagle. A decorative plate. This one depicts a dog.
But why is it pink?
Good afternoon.
Good after. How can I?
How much is the room again?
3 shillings.
I think I
per
need to
night.
grab it.
That
Bye for now.
as
I think I need to like do this.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
Mr. Shoulder. I wonder if this is even a puzzle
This shall
game.
do
I'm assuming
nicely.
it is.
Time to change into something more comfortable. Much better.
Alright, I get to start looking around now. There's a to-do? Oh, this is nice. It's kind of like the phone from the Blackwell games, I
I've
suppose.
stored my case in there. A box within a box.
Box. This is a matchbox. Speaking of box.
Ah, complementary matches. Useful.
Gonna say you're gonna take that,
There's only
right?
one match left, though.
Singular match.
Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years.
Jug of water?
This
Consume?
may come in handy.
Or take it with you.
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
But you carry an entire jug of water. Yeah, that makes
I've
sense.
hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty. I don't wish to take it.
I know how these games are. I'm trying to make sure I'm not
I don't
missing
want to take
anything.
the painting with me. A painting of surprising quality. It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
Alright, what's over here? Oh, that's an exit?
Hello, sir.
Right,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
Wow, that's rude. Okay. Anyway, the railway station?
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ah! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril. Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
I'm trying to determine who is and isn't a part of the secret underground cult that is taking place here. There's always a secret underground cult. I've seen Hot Fuzz.
Miss Bateman.
Forgot the
you've
name of the movie
transformed.
for a
I
sec.
feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
Drawers fucked up.
Has Mr. Shoulder
We got
arrived
sub
yet?
menus.
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
I don't even remember, so I'm just gonna pick it because I don't remember.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with Tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye? You're a grave robber.
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years.
He's okay with it.
Tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here.
That's
this
the
evening to
game.
find out more.
That's the name of the
I've
game.
lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nowt about a Hobbs Barrow.
I'm gonna keep pushing this topic.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital.
There's a lot of dialogue here. Also, yeah, they're hiding something. What are they hiding?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
I guess we're just kind of waiting for him. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna take too much time to, like, explore everything in here, but guess I don't have a choice.
Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Alright, so the villagers killed him.
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier. I got home, had my tea, but it gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you. I'm
Oh.
sorry. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Wow, that's a...
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
Okay, so he's trying to get a drink out of us now. No, I mean, it's cool. It shows, like, accountability or whatever. I don't fucking know. Anyway, this is interesting. He might have some useful information. The man's a liability. The cheek of some people. I don't know what kind of effect the choices have in this game. I don't know anything about this game, so yeah, let's go for this.
One ale coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard's shoulder.
And maybe we'll get something out of him. Do I have enough shillings?
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
I guess maybe it's not shillings. That might be...
2 pence.
Yeah,
please.
pence.
Thank you.
I don't know how limited
This is
a...
the last of my money.
Okay, never
I'll
fucking
be here
mind.
tomorrow with more funds.
Okay, we're out of money. That answers my question. Shit. Here you go.
Here you are, Arthur.
Thanking you. Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then. Old Len. Leonard Shaw.
That was like instant. Fucking... Alright.
Arthur?
The hell?
Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor.
I literally just gave it to him. He took like one sip. Unless he was already wasted.
Mr. Tillett?
He probably already was. Okay, well that was
He's not
a...
dead. Just very drunk.
That was a
Still
waste
like
of
to
money.
hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
You might come back later. Or
I
not.
do not need to use the lavatory.
Well, talk to random people in the bar, I guess.
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You ought to be careful asking too many questions round here. Be on your way.
Oh, I don't mean to...
Listen to me, will you? Be on your way.
Strong,
sir.
leave me the fuck alone. Very helpful.
Can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
No, what do
I
I...
should wait here for Mr. Shoulder.
No, we're gonna wait? Alright. What if I forcefully wake him up with the jug of water?
Oh, what the hell was that for?
You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard's shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Oh my god.
This man is unbelievable.
I can't. I have to wait. Okay. I was gonna say, am I just gonna stand here and listen to him piss now?
It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
What happened to the lighting?
Miss Bateman? My apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Lovely.
That was the idea anyway, so...
Mr. Tillett?
What the fuck? We got demon worshippers in the urinal?
I would rather not get any closer. The smell of urine is nauseating.
That's those it's those shitty, like, human tall ones, too. Human tall. Like, it's at the bot. It's disgusting.
Water looks highly questionable. I ought to keep my hands out of it.
Hey, why is the...
The mirror is coated
Lavatory.
in a thick layer of grime.
Why...
Some excavations are best left to others.
I do not feel safe in here.
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
That's a cat? Why is there a cat?
Well, you're not Mr. Tillett.
What if it is, though?
Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there? I'd rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
Give them a bath? Oh, I don't have the water anymore.
I don't wish to give that away.
Hmm.
The mangy thing is fast asleep.
Well, don't be mean to him.
The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side.
Hmm?
I think I can hear someone moving around.
What the fuck is this? What is this? The
Mr.
game
Tillett?
just started.
Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
We gonna loop around? I can't go through here. Do I go outside? He fucking bolted? That's annoying. Oh, the lighting. Okay, I don't know how to...
Excuse me, sir.
No, okay, bye. And he fucking ran away.
Pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing.
Or he got kidnapped, I don't know.
Seems rather out of place here. Peculiar.
Guess that's what the noise
Someone has
was.
wedged the door shut.
It was the
Mr.
rain.
Tillett. Why would he have done that?
I don't like it in here.
Then block the door behind him. Something strange is going on here. Who was that old chap I saw outside the alley? He headed eastward. Maybe I could catch up with him and ask him if he saw Mr. Tillett.
Let's do that, yeah. Because my guy isn't showing
I
up.
suspect the barrels are empty. Otherwise, the locals would be rolling them into their cellars. I could tether a horse here if I had one.
Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything important. Alright, he went this way.
Sir?
Nah, this is perfectly normal interaction. Everything's fine. Let's keep going.
The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
Why did I get an achievement for that? A figure slips into the mist? Huh. Ding ding.
Last orders.
I should get some sleep.
We've been here all day and the
Finding
guy
the
hasn't
missing
shown
men
up.
of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow.
So my money got wasted. Guy's never shown up.
Painting with me. This painting shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this.
I don't know what Rubenesque
A
means.
colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley. A majestic animal cut down in his prime.
Why did I get an achievement for that? What? An ode to Tonbert. Oh, it was for checking this.
A pixie-faced peasant boy painted in a naive style.
We get achievements for checking singular items
The
now.
painting depicts a rocky-edged lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
Still my name. The fuck?
A lovely place to warm oneself. The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals. A biblical scene of some kind. An angel is depicted looking longingly to the heavens.
Okay, well this day was
Kenneth
a
will be arriving
bust.
tomorrow at midday. I should get some sleep.
Well, why wouldn't... now let's go.
Yes, I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Probably nothing happens if I stay in front of the fire.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
off to bed?
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
Ah, don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
What's that noise? That noise? Sounds like a cat? You know that one cat that does the... Oh, no, no, that cat? Hey, why are we... No. Yeah, I meant to ask what... hey, speaking of cat... fucking rotoscoped? What the hell? Oh, God. Oh, this is rotoscoped. Hi. What was wrong with that cat? Why did he look like that? That's the first day, apparently. Okay. Adventus. Alright. I thought it was gonna be something like really creepy, but no, it was just a cat. How did the cat open the door? Actually, never mind.
Such horrid dreams.
Like, cats can do that sometimes. Alright. Maybe something will happen today.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night.
It never happened?
As I suspected, I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat. I must say I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this Barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
Every time I go to speak, she says something else, God damn it. There's like awkward pauses between her sentences, just like me, Mr. Livestreamer. The fucking rotoscoping caught me off guard. I'm getting like Faith vibes now. It's less creepy, but you know.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
It's still kind of creepy. No one's here.
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
I don't know. I've been honest with him so far. Let's keep being honest. I'm just curious to see what the reaction is, too.
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing.
We got a name.
He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman. I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside. Crisp. I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Go with the first one, yeah.
Is it safe to do such a thing?
I can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were. I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been honest with you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
Oh.
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Maybe he's doing this because we've been honest with him. I don't know. I don't know if the game has that kind of, like, depth to it, but...
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here. He should be the one to tell you.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
Why must I be wary of Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a certain reputation.
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Okay, I thought he was gonna, like, get more serious about it, but no, he's just unreliable, I guess.
Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
I can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
Alright. Let's, explore.
It seems I
Who's
may
that
be
guy?
fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
Oh, we got the map. Game saved also. I don't like that. You put that away. This is a map? It's more like a quick travel menu.
Hello?
Just silence.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
Helpful.
What can you tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows, then?
Don't concern yourself.
My name is Thomasina, and you are?
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
Man, the British are so hospitable.
What do you do around here?
Hey up, you're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard. Dig the graves.
Oh.
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye, it's a church.
Quite.
Yeah, okay. Alright, this is a good conversation.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Go back down this alley. Is there
I'd rather
anything?
not go into those horrible toilets again.
What? I liked the ritual candlelight.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
I'm assuming this is like where I have to go eventually. What's going on with this door?
Nobody home.
Well, there's not that much to explore yet, at the very least. There were some buildings I passed on my way over. Oh, sword?
I don't think anyone is home.
Sick.
Hello?
Amputate my left arm.
Yes?
Yes?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas.
Sword.
That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
Why does this child sound familiar? The fuck's a lambton worm?
What is the lambton worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lambton thought he killed it at the River Wear, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lambton worm isn't real, Douglas. Father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Not true. I saw it slithering out by the beck. Like a giant eel it were.
Is a literal worm?
So fast, I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
Douglas, this lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
No, let him keep going. I'm kind of enthralled. Oh, worm?
Do you like living in Bewley?
Yeah, I do. Are you from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the
Train?
steam up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewley.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
I still don't know what that is. Oh, how big is this worm?
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
That's a funny name.
Have you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local burial mound.
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas.
Corpses.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Can I talk to her?
Good day.
Hello, miss.
Oh, yeah, I can.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty. What are you up to?
My brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
His technique is impeccable.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know, that was a very abrupt no.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Very helpful, thank you.
The
Alright,
door has been boarded up.
I was gonna say,
Everything looks like a ruin.
rip the boards off now. Take the kid's sword from him forcefully and use it like a crowbar.
No one here.
Now, I heard a noise. Knock again. That might have been her.
No one here.
I think that was her.
I don't think anyone is home.
Does nobody live here? Probably. It is a small area. Oh yeah, this is fucking... the underground cult.
Hello?
Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
How do I join? I don't have any money.
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam. I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry. I can't give them away for free.
Dog.
The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand.
Yeah, it's a cult. Cakes.
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
Do you know a local man called Leonard
That's not the one I meant to click on.
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
I thought she said Roach for a second. Not Roche. Roach.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Duplancy.
Likewise, pet.
Well, she's saying pet. What does that mean? What?
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. Duplancy.
About
Is that a British thing?
What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century.
Can I pull those bricks out?
The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
Like these, can I put? They look like, you know, you pull them out in a certain order, and then the hole in the ground opens up, and then I go to the sacrificial chamber, you know. And what can you tell me about Father Roche?
What can you tell me about Father Roche?
He is a lovely man.
Is it Roach?
And an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father Roche?
At this time of day, he'll
Yes,
be
it is
taking
Roach.
his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Let me in. Oh wow, it is bright in here.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any
Pews.
as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
Oh, she's talking about these. Is that what those are called? I just thought they were called benches.
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner.
Just gonna take it, I guess. I still have the glove.
A fine white glove, gents style. I found it in the alleyway behind the plough and furrow.
Maybe I should be trying to use items on people.
I think this might be genuine sterling silver. I can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
You can also walk up to it.
I can admire the craftsmanship from afar. The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them. I can admire the
Ceiling?
craftsmanship from afar. Extraordinary craftsmanship.
Extraordinary.
Stained glass depictions of various biblical scenes. It's not my specialist area.
It's like a slamming noise. I didn't like that. Leave. Or was that a cough? They just like recorded random public areas. Picked up some dude coughing.
It's locked.
Maybe this is hers. Let me try using these on people. Yeah, I'm okay.
Excuse me. I found this necklace inside the church. Is it yours?
No, pet. Perhaps someone left it behind yesterday. You keep hold of it for now. I'll ask around at the next service.
Are you sure?
I trust you.
Oh, these are memorial plaques.
In memory of Peter Black.
Peter Black.
In memory of William Ager.
No, fuck off, fly.
In memory of Mabel Hurst. In memory of Benjamin Garkham. In memory of Millicent Smith.
I have no idea if any of these have any relevance.
In memory of George Paxton. In memory of Barnaby Tillett.
Tillett? Wait.
In memory of Percival Roach. In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
These aren't the same people that she was talking about, are they?
In memory of Henry Crozier.
Trowel?
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it.
Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
Right. Damn. What?
In memory of Henry Crozier.
These aren't... sorry. These aren't...
In memory of Percival Roach.
We didn't... That wasn't his first name, no. Related, maybe. There's the crow again. More
Here
headstones.
lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with angels. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp. Joseph Davis.
Why do all these names sound vaguely familiar?
Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven.
Also, I like this, this. I like all this. This right here. You see it? Very good.
Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Let me check this first.
William Paxton. Modest and gentle of heart.
Alright, dig up the grave now. Dig up the grave.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Rob the grave!
I may be a
God damn it. Oh, this is nice. You sit down and put on your badges. Is there just like a vast expanse of nothing? Is the UK even this big? Like, how... Sometimes we all need to sit and watch the world go by. Is this a vinyl recording? I'm hearing like a popping noise. That'd be a pretty sick and almost entirely unnecessary thing to do. Record the whole soundtrack on vinyl and then like re-record it just to get the artifacting. I think it's just a filter that they applied. Oh.
The locals might be alarmed if I dismantle their cairn.
I don't even know what the fuck a cairn is. Dismantle it.
I don't wish to dig it up.
I do.
No, that's not it.
I don't know what the matchbox is for. That's the room key. What's going on over there? What's that? What is that? Probably hills. Well, so far, I mean, it's got like a creepy vibe, but it's not scary.
Not touch them. They could be poisonous.
The cat kind of freaked me out just a little bit.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
I can't explain it. Okay, it is like legitimately kind of cold in here, but like I've just kind of been dealing with it. I don't know, like the fucking vibe that this is giving me is like making me feel colder. It's like, man, it's just a giant like open plain. Imagine the wind. It also just like might be getting colder in here because it's like 10 at night. So it's probably just that. That transition from her walking, just shrinking in the distance. Beck. Shrub.
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
Not gonna take any with you. Fossil?
Hey! Stay away from that!
Hmm?
Don't touch it! It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
Fine.
I'm gonna chip it out with a hammer later.
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Hello, miss. I'm Jane and this is my brother Wally.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Thomasina.
I'd introduce you to my dolls, but they're drying out at the moment.
Drying out?
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much. Today was their bath day.
Oh, okay. I thought he, like, threw them into the beck.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Tell me more about the Ammon's Horn.
Daddy said we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What?
God.
Ammon, of course.
Oh, that's not ominous. Yeah, go along with it.
How wonderful. I'll be sure not to touch it. I wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Sensible.
Sensible.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Jane!
She has.
No, miss.
No,
Are you sure?
give me the information.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
I will get it from him.
Hello, Wally.
Yeah?
My name's
Yeah.
Thomasina.
Yeah.
How are you?
Go away!
Damn.
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No?
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
No?
Goodbye.
He's such a conversationalist. Kind of want to touch it anyway. I'll try to come back when they're not there. I'll chip it out with the trowel that I stole. I mean, I asked for permission to have it, but like, you know. Oh boy. Oh. What? What is happening? Are you good? What? I don't like it when it does the rotoscoping. I don't think he's good. Guy's got the bubonic plague.
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
What year did... No.
I beg you.
No. Oh, what year is it? Yeah, bloodletting is back in fashion. Spectacles?
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
We're gonna fucking bloodlet him?
I'm not going near it. It smells disgusting.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna scoop it up.
I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
It's not your possession. Scoop it the fuck up and then go throw it at that kid by the creek.
I don't wish to look too closely.
Like a catapult, you know? Sorry, a trebuchet. Okay, so we're gonna do bloodletting now. Man, finally get to check this off my stream bucket list, you know. Yeah, I do a stream where I build a keyboard. I do a stream where I play a bunch of horror games in October. I do a stream where I bloodlet a priest until he dies.
Are you sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you. It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
Man, I could not fucking live in ancient times when they thought the humors were a
Are
thing.
you sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you. It's the...
Okay, I think I need to take the handkerchief or the glove to pick up the glass. I think you did that already,
This handkerchief was a gift from
Kodelka.
my mother. I hope she will understand. This should work.
What, did that consume the handkerchief? Maybe I should have used the glove. I don't know. All right, let's kill him.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
I don't know how to close the
It
wound.
will cure me of my ills.
No, I don't. I think it's
I
gonna make
shall
it
do as you
worse.
ask, Father.
God, bloodletting is such a fucking horrifying thing. Literally, all it can do is make your problems worse.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair.
Why did that placebo?
Bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated.
Oh, yes.
I'm Frederick Roach, vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bacon.
His first name's Frederick.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Where the heck is the Twitch notification when you need it? I don't know. Twitch fucking sucks these days. Best I can say is to go off of the Discord notification. I don't know if there's like another service I should investigate in using for like notifs. Let's just go through. Are you okay, dude?
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Right.
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was, and lo,
Oh shit,
did
I clicked
her
by accident.
waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
Apparently right-clicking advances dialogue. I didn't mean to right-click. I just kind of like let my hand rest on my back. St. Edmund's Church.
St. Edmund's is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of His Spirit.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
You still haven't fucking seen him. Do you know where he lives?
Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when
Capital.
you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Ask about Hobbs Barrow again.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
Liar.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
Doubly liar. He's lying.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has
I
received
don't like him.
mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
I don't like him. Not only is he lying, he's good at it. He's like, he's you know, no hesitation. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
Also, probably because we were introduced to him via rotoscoped vomiting scene. What's gonna happen? Something's gonna fucking happen.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. DePlancy. Mrs. DePlancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. DePlancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady.
I need money.
Remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. DePlancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
Haven't even gotten the chance to show him the cross yet.
Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs.
No.
Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom of the earth.
Bosom.
Let's choose executors, and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Hey chat, which play was that from? From Shakespeare? Surely you know, because yeah, I definitely know the answer. I just want to see if you know. Yeah. Fucking I don't know. Never even read Richard II. Something about Earth's bosom. Earth's bosom, Shakespeare. Poetry Foundation. It is Richard II. Yeah, I haven't read this. I haven't read any of them, actually.
Richard II?
Correct. You are well read, Miss Bateman. Studying the work of the bard is one of my favorite pastimes. Follow me.
Okay, you see, I thought he was just gonna tell me that's his house there, the fucking dirt patch. We're still not... Okay, wait a minute. We're walking toward a giant, like, grave thing, I think. Hold on.
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see.
It's a big field.
Beautiful, is it not?
It's green. Kind of like your vomit from earlier. Let's just go along with what he's saying for now.
Indeed. The moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all.
Is he trying to convert her? What's happening?
Work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
Yeah, he's trying to convert her. Okay. Or at least inundate her to a cult. I'm gonna assume she doesn't. I'm gonna lie because I do not trust him.
Yes.
I sensed a hesitation there.
No, I believe in...
Come now, I will not bring the fire and brimstone upon you for speaking your truth.
Well...
Okay, so it just doesn't matter.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Flashback. Oh, I don't like this flashback.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Is she preggers? Sorry, that was a weird way to word that. Is she preggers?
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
Did he lose his mind? What? I don't like this.
Daddy, wake up!
Is he dead?
Daddy is sleeping.
Did he die? Has he got the tuberculosis?
Mummy? Mummy?
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
What is happening? Why is she...
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all.
Injury?
But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
What
I
sort
don't like
of
that
God
transition.
would allow this fate
So he
to
became a
befall such
vegetable?
kind and honest man.
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Hey, why is he taking me to the rocks? I don't... He's gonna fucking push me off a cliff? I don't...
Hello.
What? Who the fuck?
She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to it
What?
soon enough. Now then, take a look at this.
This is a dead end. What are you talking about? I don't like this.
Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
It's not a dead end? I'm stupid? Okay, I might just be dumb.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
This
Here
looks
we are, Miss Bateman.
normal.
Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. Duplancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret, and the poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
Cock?
A
Sorry.
fearsome-looking beast. A sweet little hen, plump and well-groomed. He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
Do it anyway.
Here, chuk chuk chuk.
Don't encourage them.
Encourage them now. I thought it was a dead end. I thought
Mr.
it...
Shoulder,
I'm pretty sure I couldn't go right.
is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Is he dead? He's gotta be dead.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
What are these marks on the ground? Is that dirt or something else?
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle.
It's locked. Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
So these weren't hung up that long ago. Glove.
That glove looks familiar.
Motherfucker.
I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
That guy at the end, that was our guy. What the fuck is going on here? I knew it!
The gloves are a pair. Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night? Why didn't he come inside to see me?
Either he kidnapped the guy that we were talking to, or that was the guy.
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung, or still wet from last night's rain?
Yes!
Care to hold one, Father Roach?
Put that thing down, would you?
You're no fun.
Put it in your inventory. Aw. Got an achievement for that?
He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
Yeah, pick up that one too. This is a good game. I like this game. Okay, break the door down.
I've come a long way to meet you, Mr. Shoulder. Please open the door.
All right, break the
I'm
window.
not sure what that would achieve.
All right, maybe not with that. I'm gonna show him this.
I found this necklace inside the church. Do you know who it belongs to?
Many in our congregation wear such things. I'll announce it at the next service.
Do you mind if I keep hold of it until then?
Not at all.
Okay. Light the house on fire?
I can't see how that will help me.
It'll light the house on fire. Better look in there. There's gonna be some fucking rotoscope bullshit.
No sign of life?
No?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
We'll come back Again, I don't know what kind of, like, what these choices determine, like, if this is an important thing or not. Part of me wants to stay and look around more. I'll humor him. Let's go.
No, you go ahead, Father. Thank you.
I clicked the
As you
wrong thing.
wish. Farewell, Miss Bateman. I hope Mr.
Okay,
Shoulder
well,
finds his
never
way
mind.
to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
I didn't mean to
My
click
pleasure.
top one. I mean,
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't... What, this fucking nerd thinks I read? It's Romeo and Juliet, right?
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. That I
The
shall say
context
good
made
night
sense.
Till it be morrow.
Because they're
Lord
parting,
be
because
with
that's like the whole... That's the whole thing with the Romeo and Juliet is they
Well,
can't...
Mr. Shoulder,
They can't...
You've brought me to Bewley,
Together?
and now
Yeah.
you're nowhere to be found.
Can I do anything here?
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
I don't understand why. Pick up the hen. Pick it up.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
It's just a bird.
Slightly damp. Mr. Shoulder must have dropped the matching glove last night.
But why?
What's he doing in the alley? Rather rude of him not to come inside and see me. I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
What if you... Hear me out. Light it on fire.
Can't see how that will help me.
I do. It'll light it on fire. And then he'll walk out of there and be like, what in tarnation? And then we'll finally get to talk to him, and half of his house will be burnt down, sure, but yeah, it'll be fine.
As I trudged back to Bewley across those cold moors, I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Mr. Shoulder might be dead.
The train! That must be Kenneth. I should go and meet him at the station.
I forgot about Kenneth. Just completely forgot that that was the thing that was happening.
A fine white glove, gents style. I found it in the alleyway behind the plough and furrow.
I don't even need to look at the to-do. This game is pretty straightforward so far. It's not like... I'm not having any issues so far. Getting stuck on anything. It seems just kind of like, you know, a fairly standard point and click. No real puzzles as of yet.
Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye, George Crozier, at your service.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye. Can I help you?
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye. Born and bred. That's where my father's forged before mine.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Maybe we were supposed to talk to him
What
earlier?
can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Do you know of a local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay, so nothing new, really. Which way was that? Wait, I think it was back here. No, train. I'm going to the train station. Mate.
Where is Kenneth?
Mate.
He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Is that... Mate.
Mr. Tillett.
I thought he was
Where
dead.
Did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I were blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
Okay, I'm a little surprised that he's alive.
About last night. What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
Oh, I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
Motherfucker! I don't believe you.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Aye, I don't remember out.
I wonder if I'm gonna show him the glove and see if he recognizes it.
About last night. You really don't remember where you went last night?
As I say, it's all a blur. I remember needing a piss. Then... nothing. Well, you must have missed me when I came out.
I did not. I even went to the gents' toilets to find you.
Oh, aye. A sight for sore eyes.
It was. I checked everywhere, and you were nowhere to be found. The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked from the outside.
Oh, aye?
Yes. You must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
There must be an explanation.
My mind has drawn a blank.
Why was the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't remember. I've nought to say 'cause I remember nought.
Nout. Well, he's being very helpful. I'm glad I wasted my money on
I
him.
found Mr. Shoulder's house, but he wasn't home.
Don't worry. You'll find him.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye, aye. I'll survive.
So, you work here?
Aye. Bewley Station Master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye?
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Impossible.
What? No.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
What stories?
I can't remember.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tillett, please.
God damn
this
it.
is important.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman. I'll try to remember. If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him the glove in a sec.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you.
More?
Where can I find Mr.
He lives above... You'll see.
Thank you.
Okay.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
Okay, I just was waiting for the conversation to end so I could do this.
I don't wish to give that away.
Never mind. Right. What is up with this fucking cat? Oh, hey. Cyril.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
Himself.
What are you up to, Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No.
So, maybe her money showed up with her stuff, but that...
I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
Nobody's shown up
Bleeding
here.
hell should I care, lass?
Man, he's so nice.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow. Do you know where it is?
Mind your own business, lass.
You really are
okay.
quite helpful, aren't you?
Bah.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
Thanks. The fuck?
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Alright.
The blacksmith is right here. I've no need to go inside.
Guess I'll try random doors again.
I don't think anyone is home.
Never mind.
The door has...
I guess we're gonna go back to the inn. Wait, no, postmaster. I gotta talk to the postmaster. No?
It's a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature. A decorative plate. This one depicts a cat. A decorative plate depicting a serpent. A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull. A decorative plate. A decorative plate. A decorative...
Sorry, I just wanted to see all the animals. I don't know if they're significant.
I must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets.
So, where's this guy? Weird. I don't know where the postmaster is.
I don't think anyone is home.
What about you?
Hello? I really must find Hobbs Barrow.
What did I tell you last time? Not to be found digging around in those things.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Not helpful? I don't want to go down the alley. I want to go this way. There's Wally. Maybe Wally can help me out.
Good day. Are you sure you don't know anything about Hobbs Barrow? I would very much like to find it.
No?
Goodbye.
No?
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
That's where we gotta go. Just keep walking. Oh, man. There's not exactly a lot of places to be missing here. It's gotta be one of these buildings, right? She says moorland funny. That looks like it says shoes. What does that say? Yes.
No one here.
Nobody in that one. What about the church? Maybe her?
Hello. Good day.
Father Roach asked me not to
Oh,
discuss
that's right. I
with
shouldn't have done
Mrs.
that.
Duplancy.
No, I'm not going to betray his trust, even though I probably should.
Are you sure you don't know where Hobbs Barrow is?
Maybe I will.
Hobbs, what?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Maybe I gotta go to my room? Her room? I don't know. Maybe they delivered it Nope. Not delivered. This is the part where I gotta figure it out by myself, and I'm not good at doing that. I shouldn't have said anything earlier. Do you believe that sending a child to their room is a good punishment? Man, why are you asking me for parenting advice?
This must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
I am the least qualified individual.
This must belong... The bucket is rusty and full of holes.
No, I think you locked them in the shed. Not for too long though, like only maybe like 5 days. Is there more over here? What's over here? Oh shit. Nice variation to locking them on a balcony. Don't do
No
do
desire
that.
to go rooting about in there.
Keeps them grounded, thanks. I don't know. Is it a good
I shall see you
thing
later
to...
this evening,
Oh,
gents.
the fuck?
Well, I say.
Who's this?
Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Oh.
Wait. Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Rude. I don't know. I guess it's a good form of punishment. As long as, like, the child does not have anything to, like, entertain themselves in the room. It depends on... don't...
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
Ooh, we got dialogue options, okay.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
These are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Beoley.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
I just want to say their technique is shit. Look at that. They're not even fucking cutting the wood. Mate, fucking... Is he chopping that log sideways? Against the grain? What are you doing, man?
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't.
You're gonna ruin your
Back to
axe.
my work now.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing. What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
An old chapel.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
Ex-lumberjack peeks out again. Well, you don't even have to be like a... not a fucking lumberjack. No, like, you don't fucking cut, like, against the grain. That's the whole point of the axe, is to split the log again, like, with the grain. Like, it goes boop, and it just kind of falls apart, because it's got grain. Okay, so grain go this way. You hit axe down this way. Grain on this side go that way, and grain on this side go that way. Yeah, good explanation. Good job. Thanks, mate.
Find a place called Hobbs Barrow.
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
I kind of get, like, what he's doing, I guess. Like, yeah, you gotta hit the tree from the side to, like, cut it down initially. That makes sense, sure. Even though it's already on the ground. What are they... I feel like, generally speaking, maybe they don't have the tools for it. So, like, he's got, like, this big piece here. You take, like, a saw and not an axe, and then you saw it, and that would I don't know. When were saws invented?
I have no desire to go rooting about in there.
Probably, like, a long time ago. You can take the axe away from the man, but you can't take the axe out of a man. I mean, like, if you, like, swing it at someone, you know.
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful.
Mummy!
Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Can we get it back?
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know.
I know where he is.
Maybe, but I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
I have, yes.
Here we go.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
We have an inn.
Yes! But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will. Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Can I watch? Like, if you kick him, it'd be funny. All right, so let's go wrestle Wrench. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna go steal this doll away from him. I think it was this way, wasn't it? Yeah. Give me the fucking doll, asshole.
Good day. Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That sounds funny.
It does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now.
Oh, no.
Given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
The what?
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave
Oh,
Myrtle
great.
to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave them a doll.
Where can I find these fair folk?
Follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it. Don't think about bringing that doll back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
Why?
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
I heard he owns the whole county.
Have you met him?
No, he lives out on the moors somewhere. But everyone does what he tells them to.
Why's that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Goodbye.
Going to the moors?
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
I don't know if I can. I might need to go back to that one spot. Which is... Borfk? Borfk. Wait, what's over here? Oh shit, new area!
That must be the postmaster's storeroom.
That's what I was looking for.
Hello?
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm
Bewley?
just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Is he wearing a
Nice to meet you,
sweater
Henry.
vest?
Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
Were those a thing back in 1494?
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
Originally, a small town on the outskirts
Why
of
not?
Derby,
What could
Mr. Long,
happen?
Though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation.
Oh, he's a psycho.
I
Okay.
was born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood. Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
You don't have to justify it to me, mate.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses. When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, funny old fellow. I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for a long while now that you mention it. Why do you ask?
It's a long story,
Why the
but I
pause?
was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
He helps kidnap people. Like, I'm calling it now.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moor since I were a child.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here in Bewley. And we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
I thought everybody in Bewley hated the railway station.
Your opinion of the railway station
Stop stealing my
differs
lines.
widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to. Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
I've had the pleasure of meeting
Get out
Cyril.
of me town!
Really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tap?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Did I lure him away? So I can break in.
There's my crate.
Yep, that's
Kenneth
it.
always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an
Yeah, I knew
envelope
that.
tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
But how? Plaque?
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office.
The postmaster isn't home.
But my crate is in there.
You'll have to wait for Mr. Price to get back.
I don't know if I can do this right now. Kenneth is gonna be in there. Okay, well, there was another thing I was gonna do anyway. I was gonna go over here, I think. I gotta get the doll back. That's my current objective. I don't know if they're gonna be down this way, but I'll check.
What a peculiar name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself. I don't wish to dig it up. The Devil's Toe, a local landmark.
I can go this way still. That just leads me back to here, which is literally nothing. A non-foot person wouldn't understand. What does the plaque say? I didn't see that.
Margaret's Lookout. I wonder who Margaret is, or was.
The only Margaret I know from the UK is, well, you know.
I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous.
In it.
It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
Yeah, it does. What the hell? Is that the doll? I was gonna say, there's a new patch. I shan't eat another morsel of food.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame. Hello, fairies. Hello, fairies.
That's what he said. What he meant.
Hello.
When he said fairies is mushrooms.
There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
I gotta ruin her moment, though, man.
Gosh. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
Oh, man.
This must be Jane's ragdoll.
What is in its arm?
You're coming with me, little fellow.
Yeah,
I'll name
worm!
you Kenneth.
Take all of
I've
them?
already taken one.
Acquired worm! Nice, 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 nice.
I've already... Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
I gotta give that worm to the kid. I think.
That's strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it. At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Maybe I can pick a lock with the hairpin? I don't know. Well, I got the doll. It's a little fucked up.
It's Jane's creepy ragdoll. It's little Kenneth.
Let's go give Kenneth to the kid. Alright, child. Annihilate.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm. I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
That's a good line. I like that. Now, why wouldn't anyone want to see the worm, huh?
Good day.
No, don't talk to him again. Lord Panswick?
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Go talk to the fairies. Where the fuck was this, girl? Was it this way? No. Where the hell was she? She might have been this way. I have no idea where I'm going. Yep, there we go. Alright, hey, your doll's all fucked up, but here you go.
I
Give it a bath.
present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
What? No?
Come back!
Actually, no, don't.
It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
No. This is good. I can do it.
I can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands.
But you can with the trowel.
The trowel is too blunt to chip away at the rock.
The hairpin.
The hairpin isn't strong enough to remove the fossil.
You're not strong enough to remove the fossil. The silver necklace?
That's a peculiar idea.
Shut up. Worm?
I can't see how that will help me.
Hmm.
They aren't
Who's
mine
the
to
other
take.
dolls? The worm? It didn't work. Already tried it. Already thought of that.
That's a peculiar idea.
Alright, I need something else to pry that out with.
Hey!
It's not really hide and seek. I think she's just taking me to it. Taking me to something. No.
Jane?
I don't... Okay. I don't really want to look in the hole. It's going to be some fucking rotoscope thing.
Jane, get out of
It's going to be
there.
creepy.
Don't make me come in. Fine. Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Worm.
That won't make the entrance any bigger.
No, it's supposed to freak her out. It's probably not going to freak her out. All right, dig it out.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod.
It can also be used as a makeshift stabbing weapon, if need be.
Jane!
No, I don't like this.
Jane? Jane, come out this instant. I can't see a damned thing in here.
Dude.
I need a light source.
There's gonna be fucking bodies in here.
Curses. The useless thing blew out.
Oh, great. There goes my match.
Jane? 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 Jane?
Do you hear the flies? There's fucking corpses in there. I don't like that. You stop doing that! I need a light. Yeah, you
I'll
got
let him get on
anything?
with his work. I have nothing else to ask for the time being. I'll let him get on with his work.
Man, here I thought we were having progress, and now this girl's hiding in the corpse hole for some reason. I know there's dead people in there.
I don't think anyone is home.
I'm trying to think of where to find a light source. You?
I have nothing else. I have one just like this.
What?
I have one just like this.
Oh, you fucking don't fucking lie to me. What are you talking about? If you do, I need it. The other arrow? I don't... No.
Good day, sir.
Holy shit, it is so fucking cold in here now. Like 2 hours ago, it was like 75 degrees in here. Now it's like, feels like it's 50. Shit. Okay, hey, do you have a tab
I'm sorry to
that I
ask
can
this,
open?
Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then,
I
I'll
love
be
being in
leaving
debt.
something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Maybe the cross? Qualth? Croissant? I don't know.
I've decided to find Hobbs Barrow without Mr. Shoulder's aid.
Are you sure that's a wise idea, lass?
What other choice do I have? I have a feeling he is avoiding me. Do you know where I can find the Barrow?
No, sorry. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I found Mr. Shoulder's home, thanks to the help of Father Roach.
Wonderful! So you've met our vicar then?
Yes, I did. An interesting character.
Indeed. So, did old Leonard apologise for his absence?
Not quite. He wasn't home.
What is that man playing at?
You tell me.
No, I think he's dead.
My assistant has not arrived as planned.
Oh, is everything alright?
I'm not entirely sure.
Am I to keep a room for him just in case?
If you could hold it for one more night, Mr. Kemp.
As you wish.
I think all these people are getting, like, snatched up and, I don't know, stabbed.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man, Miss Bateman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
How can I open a tab again?
Leave me an item of value as a deposit. I'll give it back to you at the end of your stay, when it will be time to pay the piper.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Yeah, I'll go into a room in a minute. I'm assuming you want this.
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it?
How do you even identify real silver?
That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
I should probably keep a clear head.
Not right now, Mr. Kemp.
As you were.
Okay, so we have the tab open, so we can get that guy to leave, probably. He just eats it.
The candle has melted. It's not much use anymore. Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it this evening. I've stored my case in there. A box within a box.
Most silver and gold is branded.
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
I don't know where to get a light source. Yeah, I know you can bite the gold, specifically. I don't think you can do that with silver, though. I don't... Is silver a soft metal? Small dresser near the door. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in it. I can check, though. I think I checked it at the beginning of the game. Yeah,
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
You can only take the bowl. You could fill that bowl with kerosene and then, like, light it on fire. Just, like, don't spill it. Otherwise, you probably, like, immolate yourself and this would be bad.
I don't think anyone is home.
Alright, let's try to distract him.
Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really? We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch. I believe he built that in 1828. In Newcastle, of course. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Damn.
I couldn't even get a word in.
He likes a good chinwag, our Henry.
He certainly does.
Well, shit. Thought I'd be able to distract him. Supposed to drug him? What?
Good day, sir.
This is at least in the early 1800s. At the earliest.
Henry Long can talk, can't he?
He's a colourful character. The man drinks like a fish.
He certainly does.
I've seen him drink this place dry and still be up to tend his garden at sunrise. The man can truly hold his ale.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Well, that's a bust. What was the point of me opening a tab then?
Hello.
Good day.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
What if I just try to pick the door?
I can't try to pick the lock whilst Mr. Long is standing there. Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you an...
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
He holds his alcohol well, so what am I supposed to do?
The rear wheels are powered by coupling rods, would you believe? The boiler had 2 flue tubes. 2! There were nothing like it.
2 flue tubes? I don't believe you.
That's me. I better be off.
You gotta show me proof.
Wait.
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
I'm missing something.
Curses. I'm starting to feel somewhat tipsy. I'm here to excavate Hobbs' Barrow, not Hobbs' barrels.
Sometimes water is a wiser option. I just got
Nothing
that.
else I wish to discuss at the moment.
I don't know what being inebriated does.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, this guy's just fucked up. Alright, so bringing him to the plow and furrow is not correct. What the hell am I supposed to do then? Maybe there's something inside the church.
Hello.
Good day.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
Wretched man. They say he is restoring a chapel near his manor. But for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmunds. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given ruler. Stay away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
I certainly don't intend to. Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Not supposed to go looking for him in the moors, am I? I know what to do if you need a hint. I don't know if I need one quite yet. It's like my first instance. Well, not the first instance, but like
It's locked.
pretty early instance of, you know, me
It's
having
the
to
wrong
figure
type of
stuff
lock
out
for this to work.
for my own self.
Room 2, the Plough and Furrow Inn.
The fucking key wouldn't work on that, would it? I don't even know what the fossil is for.
No, that's...
No. Put the worm in the ale? I don't even know if I can do that. I'm not doing that right now. What about you?
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine?
Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah.
Bah.
Outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Him?
Well,
Yes.
go on then, lass.
Wait, why?
Follow me.
Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna get wasted!
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark.
I think I know what I need to do.
Dead."
Does he stay here?
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
He stays. Yeah, I gotta get him to argue. Okay. Let's get fucking drunk. Let's go.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose what I shall take.
Let us make...
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot!
Yeah, there we go.
That station is the worst decision
Idiot!
this village has ever made.
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
That shit is straight sweater vest. I want to, like, listen to how they're arguing, but let's just take care of the objective first.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
What were 1800s locks like? Probably not that robust.
I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
He's gonna be
Let's
inside
open
the
this
crate.
envelope. There's a note inside.
Maybe. Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. It's been forever since I had to read anything out loud. It's alien to me now. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London, and I cannot join you in Bewley. I packed your usual equipment and pray that you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back.
Decently robust, but not as
Moving
compact.
a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task.
I mostly, like, I feel like the pin structure would be pretty easy to pick, you know? Like, I don't think you have, like, spool pins in 1847. Do you? Maybe.
Somehow, no one was there to witness it. But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
Just gonna leave it back here. Okay. So how much money we got?
Wait. Where is my money?
None!
It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that.
Okay, I know how to get the fossil out.
It feels light.
And the lantern.
There mustn't be any oil inside.
Damn it.
I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here.
Okay, so we
No
have
money and no assistant.
oilless lantern.
This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
How do we get oil? Put the worm?
No, that won't work.
Yes, it will. Have you tried? Okay, so I have an idea. We're going to get the fossil, and then I'm going to extract the fuel out of it. That's not even a good joke. Why did I make that joke?
I don't think anyone is home.
Not even good. Negative out of 10. Just negative. Wish I could walk around normally without the mouse. Alright, well, I know how to get the fossil out at least.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece. An exceptional ammonite fossil.
It's an ammonite? I don't know what to do with it. Methane lantern, you know what to do. Well, still no money, so I can't buy her cake. The only thing I can think of to do is to go to the pub and ask for an ale and, like, dump it in. Maybe that would work.
Nothing else to ask for the time.
Never mind.
I don't think Stanley would be interested in that.
Damn, okay, shit. Alright.
I'll leave Cyril and Henry to their grand debate. These two are as stubborn as each other. I need paraffin to fuel my lantern.
Oh, maybe like, from wax? We can use this, can't we?
I'm not sure what that would achieve. The candle has melted. I don't wish to...
Okay, so I can't just stuff candle wax in there. What about you?
Hello?
Hello?
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Hello, darling! Sorry, I don't know how I went through this entire stream without doing that. What's good on you, then? Hey, do you have paraffin wax?
Good day.
Not wax, just paraffin.
Why did you call Lord Panswick wretched?
He hides in that manor of his and cares not for his people. I've heard stories whispered in the pews, you know.
What kind of stories?
That he shoots people on sight. Anyone that strays onto Panswick Manor.
Good grief.
Yet he will walk into the plough and furrow and buy ale for all and be hailed as our protector. I answer to God and God alone. Forgive me, pet.
But what about
I
this
shouldn't
worm?
get so worked up.
Not at all. I appreciate your honesty, Mrs. Duplancy. Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Dig it up.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Put the worm in the grave.
No, that's not it.
Yes, it is. Put the in the grave. Put it in. Oh man, I'm starting to yawn a lot. Ugh, stop that bird. I'm assuming I can get multiple worms if I need it.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
You know, you might find what you're looking for if you do. Have I not? You're the blacksmith?
Good day.
Yes?
Ah,
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
what do you want?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks for your...
Aye.
What would he want? The what?
I don't think Mr. Crozier would be interested in trading his paraffin for this.
If only I had rotten milk. What about this?
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Oh shit!
Wonderful.
It is the
Let me
ammonite.
fetch some paraffin from inside.
That was simple. Now it's his problem.
There you are.
Cursed rock.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
He hung it up.
Alas, it is not mine to take.
Mr. Crozier got a good deal there.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Cool. Alright, let's go. Don't want to know what's even in this hole, but you gotta go find out. Oh, I just clicked out of the game somehow. The game is supposed to lock my cursor in. I'm surprised it was even able to do that, actually. Okay, time for horrors beyond human comprehension.
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
What am I gonna fucking see?
Jane, come out at
You're gonna
once.
fucking jump scare me, I swear to God. That's a skunk? Or no, that's a badger. Those things are scary. Wait, is she dead? No, what?
Jane!
Silly. What are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
Badgers are fucking scary.
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Surprised the badger didn't just fucking rip her face off. So I didn't listen to a word that she was saying. I was distracted. What am I doing? Mr. Bryden, north of the graveyard. Okay, maybe I can actually go there now. Can I go back in the hole?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Why the fuck was it laughing? Like a person? Do they do that? Are they like mountain lions where they cut like their screams sound like humans? It's fucking freaky. I don't like it. Mushroom, mushroom. Nope, I didn't mean to go in here. So I'm assuming they mean north from this spot. They said the graveyard. Yeah.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far, the enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate. I've no desire to wander the furrows.
What? I heard a creaking noise in my apartment. It freaked me out.
What do you want?
Hello?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye. What do you want,
It's
lass?
the badger.
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why do you ask?
I
Snake!
am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife, and I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
I still don't understand why the FPS doubles. Like when I hover my cursor over it. It's really weird.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
What's a barrow? It's where they keep the bodies.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair-to-side.
Literally,
Fortunate
it's a
family.
burial
The
ground.
soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass. Pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
I like rot. I'll put worms in it. I feel like it's just gonna piss him off, but let's do it.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Boarded it up? Can I at least see it?
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
Proof?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks.
Ta-ra now.
The note?
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this, but yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting out to do with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
This
Through that
burrow
gate
better
to
be
your
fucking good.
Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
This burrow better be fucking good. It's had like 3 hours of build-up, 2.5 hours of
This is
build-up,
not mine to
bucket.
take.
To goat.
Easy girl.
You want a worm?
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Give it the worm.
I should leave the goat alone.
God damn it, why does no one want my worm? You want it? I give a worm.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
I want to see her worm. Alright, we're going.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
I don't know why that walking animation was funny to me, but it was. Stone? AR. R.
A.R. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
R, me mateys!
Finally, here it is. Hobbs Barrow. Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book.
That is definitely a dirt mound. Astounding, it's a rock. No, it's a dirt mound. I'm gonna fucking dig it up.
In good time.
God damn it! Let me do it. Here, hold on. We're gonna put the worm down. The worm's gonna eat the dirt.
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
You really are the most impatient creature on planet Earth, aren't you? Just let the worm do his job.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Dead bodies. I got an achievement for that.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
Trowel?
Now I'm ready.
Where does one dig with a trowel? Oh.
No treasures here.
He's training me. Tweening.
Nothing here.
Kids gotta learn what disappointment means at an early age. Life isn't all it's cracked up to be, lady. Learn it now.
Treasure!
Never mind.
Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Let's just do it anyway.
In good time.
Alright, never fucking mind, I guess.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Soon. I will chisel my own markings.
I don't wish to carve anything into the rock.
But why?
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
I don't like it. I don't like it here.
No one here.
They're ignoring you. Part of me wonders if there's anything interesting to be discovered.
Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Let me into the barrow.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off. In fact, I can think of a better punishment.
Why does she...
Boy, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
Why does she walk like Carl from Aqua Teen? Also, why is Imgur not a whitelisted thing? Oh, it's doing the thing again. It's doing the sound glitch. She kind of does have the Carl walk. Imgur links are supposed to be whitelisted, Nightbot. Why is it not whitelisted? He's playing Knife Game?
Good evening, sir. I'll leave you to it.
He's just pissed off.
I don't wish to wake him up.
Give him the worm.
I don't wish to wake him up. Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
Okay.
He seems even more wound up than usual.
No, I didn't mean to go into the door. I just wanted to
Good evening, Miss
talk to
Bateman.
him.
Good evening, Stanley. I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
A mug of your finest ale, please.
There we are. That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you.
I'm never paying it off.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Miss Bateman. How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
Him buy me a drink? He's not gonna be helpful. For the man's health. Let's try to take... No, let's do it.
One won't hurt.
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
He's gonna put it on my tab, isn't he?
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was nought but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I. Ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that. And another. The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Oh no.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then.
Drunk singing? No. Bad idea.
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
Why are we doing this again? The fucking door's gonna open, isn't it? Or we could be in the Cthulhu Mythos plane now. What's happening? Why is it pink purple? Purple. I was gonna look at the stone, but the fuck? What? Hey yo? Sorry. Hey yo, sorry. The goblin?
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
Whose voice is that?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there, and something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go. One more thing. This is not a dream.
That was all the first day? Ugh. The second day. Expisur. Chibidoki be looking different.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
I think. What is that? Book? I think. I don't think Wadjet I actually developed this. But as far as like Wadjet I published games, I think this is my favorite thing that they have. I really like the story of this.
What's this?
I keep getting like distracted and forgetting that I'm streaming. It's a rock?
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
IAW. 5 pages. Day 1. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it'll be an early night for me. I shall try and keep a diary of my stay here and not give by a 3-day of the excavation as usual. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have, that's my cursor, faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday. She provided me with a tincture for my beloved's nausea gravidarum. Gravidarum? I am sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face toward the 7th Archontic? What do we have, like, Rho and Epsilon? We're missing Theta and Xi? When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the Guardian shall be defeated. A dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognize the handwriting. Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid
What's
this
that?
journal under my door?
There's a thing.
Pardon?
On the table?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
It has to be him.
Objects do not appear from nowhere. You must have put it there.
Miss Bateman, I've never even seen this book before.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there.
It's weird.
Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
I guess we can show him. I don't know. I've been up front with him so far.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
I was at Hobbs Barrow.
Oh?
But everything was different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow, eyes as black as pitch. It told me that my father had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal! You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
I must dig it up.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They say he lived inside Hobbs Barrow, hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet him. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Let me see that.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear.
Mom?
His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Okay, what is that's a knife? Oh, it's from the knife game guy.
Goodness me, I can't budget.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
You just lodged it in the table.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Well, I kind of want a knife. The stone didn't say AW on it, did it? No, it was AU. Chisel it out?
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any further than it already has been.
Worm?
No, that won't work.
Why not? It could, like, eat the... Yeah, alright. A chance for Worm to shine? He failed. The Worm's a failure.
Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow and find out where this journal came from.
Why are you packing a
Curses.
suitcase?
I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now.
What?
Rest in peace, Kenneth.
No! Not Kenneth? This game sucks. I don't even want to play this anymore. I I don't want to play this anymore.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
What's a stall?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh boy, what are you doing
Good
here?
morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed.
Found his house. You took me to that. Never mind. I don't know why I said that.
Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
Lord Panswick.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh yes, a rather important fellow around here. His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land, something I wholeheartedly disagree with. To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to my oafish conjecture. Let us move on.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
They took my worm. Fucking pissed. Wonder if what's his face is at his station. No. Bewley Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. Track damage. We apologize for any inconvenience. What do you... The track got destroyed? Or damaged, I guess. That's interesting. How the fuck does that happen? Alright, so we're trapped here. That's cool. And by cool, I mean, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's a peculiar idea.
Can you get another worm? And doom them to the same fate? Yeah, probably. What are you doing here?
Wally?
Go away! You gave the door back to my sister.
It wasn't very
Yeah.
nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
Supply another.
I shall name you Kenneth II.
All these worms are gonna die.
It's Kenneth II.
Wait, where did Wally go? What? I was gonna try to give him Kenneth II. It's probably an achievement for, like, getting a worm every single day. I got another achievement. Here's to Margaret Tillett. How many achievements does this fucking game have? Apparently I have 30. This game has 40 achievements? Why? It's like an 8-hour game. Chivo. Archivo unlocked. Did you platinum? I'm gonna go check on the lumber men, or you. You could be here too, I guess.
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who? The fuck is that?
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
More stone?
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur.
Actually, yeah, ask him about the railway
I see
station.
the railway station is closed. What happened?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
Truth be told, she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Ta-ra! Lost my cursor for a second. So, she's in the woods? Again? That statue's got boobs out?
Dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
Boobs out. Statue, they're out.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
That was a
You only now
strong word for
noticed.
such a little lady.
It's late. I don't see too good around this
Through
time.
this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
So, like, how about that badger hole?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
But, like, what if you did, though? Maybe this is, like, open now? It is. Resin?
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Probably scrape it off with either of these implements.
I've collected some waxy resin. I've collected this lump of waxy resin.
Don't know what the purpose of that is. Well, take it with me. It's like the first good look we've gotten at her. Like a single split second.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies.
Is this the lady from
Thompson
earlier?
Bateman. I think we met
From
at
the
Beaulieu Station.
Yeah, the station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. How's your sightseeing going then? Save your words, young lady. I know you're no sightseer, and I know exactly why you're in Beaulieu. You won't get far by lying to me again.
I'm sorry,
I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
She is pissed that I lied.
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Beaulieu.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Okay, so she was pissed that I lied, so maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. Oh, the pastor's gonna be mad at me.
Why was my father in Beaulieu?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
I understand you might be able to help me comprehend the contents of this journal.
A journal, you say?
Yes, it was slipped under my door. I have no idea who it belongs to. It contains peculiar drawings and strange passages. Arthur Tillett told me you might be able to help.
I'm not a witch, you know.
I didn't think you were, Miss Walker.
Good. Well, let me take a look then. These drawings mean nothing to me, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But I think this belonged to your father.
Why do you say that?
This journal contains an account of when I met him, you see. You don't recognise your own father's handwriting.
It's been so many years since I've seen it. How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother was with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
This is incredible. What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
Oh! Excuse me? What do you...
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Miss Walker. I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
Why not? Why the fuck? Whatever.
Miss Bateman?
Oh.
Yes?
Did you change your mind?
Remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that Barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Fucking take my worm. It sucks. What are we doing now? Boobs out. There's boobs. Boobs on screen. Pixelated boobs.
This instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
I'll be back soon, Josephine.
Josephine.
Hello.
That's you. She thinks it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. She could be a streamer.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
She's also 5. Yeah, exactly, you know. It's like all streamers are mentally the age of 5, you know.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now. Where did Mummy go?
And she skedaddled. All right, well, what?
I helped him then.
Why? Why are we?
And I can help him again.
Why does his voice sound familiar? Whose voice is that? Oh? Arthur?
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
He's about to, like, turn around and
What
be
is it?
missing his face or something.
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
I'm gonna leave him. I'll let him remember.
That's fine, Arthur. We'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
I don't know if this game has like a bad ending, but I feel like he needs to remember whatever the fuck he's working on. I still don't know what the resin's for. Maybe the worm would have helped him. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting to see. I'd be honest with you. Huh.
Hello, dear.
Good day. I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
Would you like to paint a worm?
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
What?
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Get in the river, creek. It's a... This.
Why not?
Magnificent. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
don't really have the time now, though. Perhaps later?
Don't fret, my dear. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Capital.
The brook.
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
A little flirting, it doesn't hurt.
Well, I like to rise early and watch the sunrise.
With your husband, I'm sure.
No, I'm currently unentangled.
Such a view should be shared with at least a lover.
Do you deem yourself fit for this position?
Indubitably. But do go on. How do you like your tea?
Hot, with just a splash of milk.
No sugar, of course.
No sugar.
It rots the teeth. Your smile is as dazzling as the Himalayan snow.
Oh, James.
And finally, what makes you happy?
Spending time with my father.
I should like to meet him.
Perhaps you will. And you, James? I propose the same queries to you.
All in good time. My truths will surround you in good time.
Who's in here? I don't...
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
I don't know who's in with who. They're in with each other. Hey, do you want to see this worm? That's a worm.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
I think he wants to see your worm. I'm not going to lie to you. Pretty sure he wants to see it. What about you? You want a worm?
Good day.
Hey up.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Do I get to keep the knife?
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Oh, I actually do get to keep it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Huh.
I should be careful. The blade is sharp.
What did he nobody could really remove it? He had trouble with it? What was it, like 3 inches deep? You want to see a worm? Wait, what if we cut the worm in half?
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
But we can have 2 worms then!
Mr. Kemp would think me a fool.
No.
Mr. Crozier is our King Arthur.
I thought you was about to kill him for a second.
Mr. Crozier is our King Arthur, it would seem.
My knife now. I don't know what to do with this.
I don't think Stanley would be interested in that.
Speaking from experience. Oh yeah, I used to... Never mind. There's no way I can dig myself out of that hole. The guy is
I
gone.
don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools. I'd rather not go into those horrible toilets again.
Well, the cat's back. Do you want it?
I don't wish to wake him up. It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up.
I don't know what to do with this knife. The blacksmith? Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. It's not, like, ancient, though. Might comment on it, though.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Nah. Sorry, what do I need to do? I'm losing, man. I'm tired. I'm like, I gotta talk to Mr. Bryden. Explore Bewley and the surrounding area. Leave no stone unturned, so to speak. Devil's Toe? That's a good idea. This is a fantastic idea. I just went inside the church, didn't I? God damn it. Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, that seems significant.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Why? Who is this? Sure. Lying seems to be bad in this game.
That's my name.
How marvelous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Heavens.
Oh!
I'd given up on finding
He's
you.
alive?
Please, take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Oh, okay. I thought you were dead, mate.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified.
He just shows up.
I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvelous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it has a good outcome, though. Because he, like, you know, can't move anymore or talk.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the Barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years, and now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. You'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It was long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the Barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crops started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villages are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the Barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
Thin place?
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds, where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you will know.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
What do you make of this strange stone?
The carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you. We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr.
No.
Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
No, you don't leave. No, you stay here so I can give you the worm. No, you're ruining the bit.
I'm starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
I sat here in damn near silence for like a fucking hour, listening to him talk. I was gonna give him the worm, and I was gonna be like, man, I'm angry, and then I was just gonna quit the game and be like, haha, funny. But no, he fucking no.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature.
Goblin.
What if my dream wasn't just a dream?
Your brain. Run by goblin.
What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Fucking ruining my bit. No, sucks. Angry. I thought I saw like a sparkle show there. I thought he was gonna have like an item that I could have, but I guess not. The toe? No. No, I'm not giving up on this.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
The bit's already ruined. I'm done. No. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. I'm gonna stop streaming now, though, because I'm fucking tired, and I have not basically been, like, a passenger in my own stream for the past hour and a half. So I'm gonna go. Thank you, though, for stopping by. I will remember to do the toe next time. Probably not. Just think of toes. If you just think hard enough about toes, they will manifest in real life. Holy shit, they're attached to my body. Thank you, though. I'll see you later. I got more games for stuff. I am very tired. I'm gonna go die now. Yeah, I don't know how to end streams. Bye!